Hello singers, I'm Sophie Shear, and today we are talking about the 6 elements of vocal style. Write these down. The elements of vocal style are mixed voice, cry or edge connection, vibrato, licks, which could also be called runs or riffs, unique pronunciation, and dynamics. All right, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to break down each one of these, tell you what it means, and then demonstrate it in a song for you. Okay, number 1, mixed voice. Now, this is a technical idea, but it can be used as a stylistic idea as well. Technical idea meaning instead of yelling in chest voice or flipping it to falsetto, you blend your chest voice with your pharyngeal voice and your head voice to create a smooth and yet powerful sound. So that would be like, that's mixed voice, okay? This is a very technical idea, but so many songs would not be what they are if it weren't for the singer's use of mixed voice, okay? That's a demonstration of mix. Number 2, cry or edge. This has to do with the musculature, with the vocal cords themselves. How are they being connected? Basically, this means that all of the layers of the vocal cord muscles peel away until only the very inner edge layer is still connected. So this sound is very soft, very quiet, but very clean. So it's more of a, it can be done with a crying personality. You can pretend to cry if you want. And it draws out that inner edge sound. That's how the body creates kind of a crying or a pouty sound. Also, that would fall under this category is what's called vocal fry, which is kind of a slowed down connection of the vocal cord vibrations. So it's a little bit more textured than the one before, but it's still coming from only the inner edge of the vocal cord staying connected. Okay, number 3, vibrato. This is a slight oscillation between half steps. Breaks up the monotony of a sound where you're holding out a long note. Number 4, licks, runs, drills, note bends, anything like that. Anything that's very quick movement within the same breath. So that would be sloppy and just not quite as crisp, doesn't have the same effect. It can be as simple as a note bend, or it can be as intricate as a long run from here to here that Beyonce would do and no one else in their right mind would ever attempt. Okay, anywhere in between. Number 5, unique pronunciation. Look to Adele or Michael Jackson when watching this, because Adele says, when she says, to make you feel my love, she doesn't say, to make you feel my love. That would be just a little bit too rigid, okay? So she says, to make you feel my love. It adds a little bit of a warmth to that ending of the line there. Michael Jackson does this as well in most any song that he has ever sung. Okay, number 6 is dynamics. This is the ability to go from louder or softer to louder. Or backwards. You can do this in any song. This is usually more during an ad-lib, but you can do it in the middle of a chorus or even a verse if you'd like. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take one song and I'm gonna sing it completely flat first, and then I'm gonna add one by one, number 1 through number 6 of these stylistic elements so you can see how they would be added into a song. All right, so we take a regular song. I'm gonna do this without singing in mixed voice. Okay, so my natural bent, if I'm gonna just sing the way my voice would naturally wanna do it, is gonna be to yell too hard in chest voice. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Okay, not at all fun for me or you. Okay, so my first stylistic element is also a technical element. That's mixed voice. So, nya, 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 nya. Mixed voice with a little bit of a bite. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Okay, that's just one of the 6 stylistic elements, so it still feels fairly dry. Now I'm going to add number 2, edge or cry. This is best done at the beginning or the end of a line. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. All right, now moving on to number 3, vibrato. This does wonders for a song. If you only can choose the first 3, that's fine. But use vibrato. Don't stop short of using vibrato. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Definitely helps break up the monotony. Okay, now adding number 4. This is licks, trills, runs, anything that basically changes up the melody a little bit. All right, don't be afraid to experiment a little bit with this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Adding some different choices there, okay? Number 5. Unique pronunciation. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Just changing it up a little bit. And then number 6, adding dynamics. This is basically changing from softer to louder or louder to softer, which you should do some of both, ideally. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. So go up and down. You can go faster than I did, or you can go for a whole verse, you take it down, and then for a whole chorus, you take it up, or mix and match within the verse and chorus. Don't be afraid to experiment. Remember, experimentation on your own is good, because then when you get on stage or when you get in front of someone to sing, that performance, therefore, is not the experiment. So experiment on your own first. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to follow me on Twitter at Sophie Shear and like the Sophie Shear Vocal Studios Facebook page. Vibrato. What are the other ones? Hang on. Sorry. Number 4. Crap, what's number 4? Obviously, she's British, so she Amazing grace, how sweet. Now, moving to number 5. Interesting or unique pronunciation. Hold on, I just held up 6 for 5.